Hi, Mark here. It is Monday, September the 29th, 9:18 a.m. Eastern. That's 1:19 p.m. GMT. US session well underway. And let's have a look how the US dollar is performing. Starting on the dollar index, there you see following up from Friday, US dollar weakness continuing. Red candlestick. I've got resistance at 97.80 and I've got support at 97.46. Very little wick at the bottom of this red candlestick. If I zoom in on the hourly, there you can see an attempted fight back by the US happening in this hour, a double bottom, strong reversal sign. We'll see whether that can play out. Buyers will be looking back up here at the 97.80. Sellers, of course, US dollar weakness will continue to look down and test the 97.46, the support level. Let's have a look at the majors and our euro US dollar, the first major that we're looking at. There you see also following up from Friday, we've got continued US dollar weakness, green candlestick, buying euro, selling US. I've got support at 117.05. I've got resistance at 117.51. And there I'm seeing a bit of a attempted turnaround. At least I've got the red candlestick that's selling euro, buying US. That's from US dollar weakness to US dollar strength. We'll see whether that can play out. But very early stages of a double top, which is a strong reversal sign. We'll see whether sellers of euro, buyers of US, if US dollar strength can continue as the US session gets underway, and they'll be looking down at 117.05, the support level. Let's look at the pound. Also, US dollar weakness to start, similar to the euro. You can see that I've got support at 134.04, and I've got resistance at 134.58. Again, there is a small wick it left behind. That would be selling pound, buying US. If I zoom in on the hourly, there you see US trying to fight its way back from these resistance levels, and we'll look down at the 134.04 support. US yen. There you see the red candlestick, just like Friday, continuation of dollar weakness. Red candlestick that's selling US, buying yen. Resistance 149.40. I've got support at 148.40. So that's a 100 pip move already. Dollar weakness. But there again, I'm seeing a wick like we saw in the previous two. That's the US dollar fighting its way back. I'll zoom in on the hourly. And there you see it's fighting its way back for the last few hours. That's during the European session, the fight back started, fighting its way back right now. US dollar looking up at this 149.40 resistance. A continuation of US dollar weakness and yen strength would be looking down at the 148.42 support level. And let's have a look at the US dollar against the Canadian. Here the US dollar's fought all its way back. You can see it was certainly a red candlestick to start with. You can see the wicket left behind. I've got resistance 139.38 and I've got support at 139.16. But there's a long wick we see that's left behind. So US dollar has already fought its way back and recouped most of the early losses. Let's have a look at the hourly. There you see US dollar fight back from support at 139.16, looking up at resistance 139.38. US dollar weakness to start the day. We'll see but certainly looking to fight its way back. It's made nice gains against the Canadian, starting to fight its way back against the European currencies, the euro and the pound, and also against the yen. We've got resistance and support levels to work with, whether we're going to see a test break of the relative support resistance areas or a bounce down of those levels. We've got our levels to work with. Good trading, and I'll see you at the end of the day.